What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have been an amazing day. Today's video we are going to taking a look at the official India stable update of MIUI 12.5.1 based on Android 11 for our K20 Pro is now here. So this was in pilot testing previously, but the build number is pretty much the same for the OTA update. So we won't be seeing any major change whenever it hits your phone because it's currently on a batched rollout. As you can see, if I just go to the settings about phone section, MIUI version, I can view the changelog even though not being into the MIUI pilot tester base, and as you can see there are quite a lot of changes into the changelog. Yeah, a lot of system related stuff, then again Node, Xiaomi Cloud, but there are quite a lot of things that I've actually noticed in my 2 days of usage. But as you can see, a lot of things from the notes, like you can completely paste a web page from a browser into the Notes app, but I just can't get it working completely. Again, as you can see the build number right over here, it would be completely the same as to the global update for the Mi 90 Pro, or even when it hits to your phone. So again over here, as you can see, the system just pretty much looks the same. It's still the Poco launcher, so you won't get any kind of extra animations or features out of it. Yes, you do get a navigation bar, but it just makes the animations much more hectic. Again, if you just go to the left, you still have your normal app vault, which is like a hideous one. As you can see, the animations aren't great. It's very stuttery. It doesn't move out of the news or the normal home app vault just very smoothly. Yeah, there are a lot of hiccups. And then if you just go to the apps and stuff, the app opening speeds are quite well, but as you can see, the animation is just not pleasant. So just going through the apps, yeah, there are quite a lot of changes, but the apps just do get updated. So I just won't be entering a lot of them. I was just talking about the system stability and the UI. So just again, swiping down from anywhere, like even from the right, still gets you the notification panel. But now in the MIUI 12.5, of course, you can swipe it around. As you can see, again, if you just go to the toggles, the brightness bar just stays right there. If you just want to quickly adjust it again from the dark mode, you don't have to just swipe all the way down, but yeah, all the toggles do actually look the same. Again, there is no rubber band effect through the overall system, just like before. Again, the grouping of notifications should be a bit more separate depending on the app and the type, but still, as you can see, the Game Booster and Gmail are just quite up close. So again, just closing down on that. Then again, the volume panel is just pretty much the same, the pre-updated one. Again, it has been updated into the China beta. Again, there is just a lot of the things missing from the China beta that we were expecting, cause Android 11 on China beta was around like January, and it's almost like 7 months that we are seeing Android 11 on the official basis, and it's still just not that stable. So again, just talking about the UI, going to the recent task panel, it's still very stuttery to just enter there. You can't actually notice through the camera, but the hiccup is there. Again, you can't access the floating windows right through here thanks to the Poco launcher. Yup, there is just no way. Again, you can just drag onto the notification panel, but that just doesn't really work with the Google apps, even though they support it. So for that, you can again just go to YouTube and just use your video toolbox toggle. For example, like this, let's just open Play Store in a floating window. Yup, so that works. So yeah, in terms of system UI, not a lot of improvements. Again, Poco launcher is just the same. Nothing improved right over there. Going down to the settings app, again, as you can see, app entering is pretty fluid, but the animations for even the unlocking is just not the smoothest. I mean, it feels snappier but a bit broken. Again, if you just go to the about phone section, all specs, you have the Android 11, the latest that MIUI has to offer. Again, you have the June security patch. Even though we already got it onto the Android 10 base, there is no July patch yet. Even if you just go to the Google security patch, it's still to the June. So coming back, just pretty much nothing. You have connection and sharing. Even if you just go to the Mi Share, it still says that it supports Oppo, Vivo and Realme devices, and some another brands will be added soon, even though China beta already supports like a ton of them. So you have wireless display, nearby share, Chromebook support, Android Auto, just crammed in right over here like a normal Android 11 device. But still, if you just go to the always on displays, I'm sorry if it's just raining a lot in the background. It's been pouring, but these animations are heck a lot slower. I don't know what's the deal with it, but as you can see, it's just so slow. Again, I think it's just loading for the animation, sounds and vibration. Sound assistant was already available, but now you have allow speaker sound, which is added now, I think. Let me know in the comment section below if that was still there. And if you just scroll down, there are a lot more features regarding to the do not disturb. As you can see, these toggles seem newer. Again, I never use global stable or India stable update. I'm always on Xiaomi U betas, so I don't know a lot about these builds, but this seems a bit newer, like a lot more info about what the toggles do. Not a lot has been changed right over here. Even if you just go to the home screen, it's just Poco Launcher. There has been nothing added right over here. Again, if you just go to the customization, there is just no customization. It's the normal India Stable Themes app. Then again, going down, password and security, fingerprints, and there is a huge one right over here. So back in the day in 2019, when I was testing one of the first builds of Oxygen OS and the camera was just stuck out, there was no way to just turn that back in. When the K20 motor control app didn't existed, we used to flash Persist IMG. Now the Persist IMG also contains your certification for L1 and a bunch of the other things, but the L1 just breaks. Yeah. If you flash Persist from any other K20 Pro rather than your self backed up one, the L3 just completely breaks. And there was no quite actual way to just get it back until now. So now if you just go to the fingerprint payments, you can again certify your device for L1, just like the Poco F1 back in the day when you just used to break it. So as you can see, update to the certificate number 1, and I have my L1 finally back after 2 years. Yup, as you can see, security level L1. So yeah, quite a major one right over here. Coming back, just pretty much nothing, everything just the same. Privacy and protection, you still don't have a lot of the things from the China beta. Like China beta is like one of the most secure ROMs that you can try right now. Battery and performance, the battery does seem a bit better, but the GPU performance has gone down. So again, if you just go to the changelog, it says over here the engine has been become a bit more lighter, faster, more durable with 20 times more rendering power. So the OS has more rendering power, but they have, I guess, physically just turned down the GPU to just avoid battery drain after 2 years of usage. So you might face that in gaming. So going down to the apps, now you have uninstall system apps. Now this works in China builds cause they have the updated apps, like you can disable the calculator and stuff, but over here in the India stable there is just pretty much nothing that you can uninstall. I have pretty much debloated everything except this DRM info and this game, but yeah, you can't even uninstall MiPay, like who even uses that? So yeah, quite a broken feature. Manage home screen shortcuts, yeah, normal stuff, nothing huge. So scrolling down, additional settings, full screen display. Now you can of course enable full screen indicator just like in a normal MI launcher, but as you can see it's a bit broken. You might need to restart your phone, but yeah, it doesn't really help a lot in gestures, but it smoothen down the animations. So yeah, did missed a bit right there. So coming down, digital well-being, spatial features, everything's just the same. If you just go to the game turbo, now you finally have voice changer. So again, as this is an Android 11 update, quite a huge base jump. I really recommend to just swipe your phone if you haven't wiped since you have bought this. So again, now if you just go to the voice changer, it's now completely available right over here without updating anything. I have clean installed this from a global stable base. So again, if you just haven't received the OT update, links will be in the description. Then again, coming back, Mi account, not a lot has been changed, but now if you just go to the Xiaomi Cloud, a lot of the toggles have been updated. I think it looks quite cleaner. Even if you just now set up the phone completely, the setup just looks far more cleaner than before. Again, it's much more faster to set up. It doesn't annoy you with a lot of settings. It just reminds you later on. So now if you just go to the find device, I think report location when battery is low or report location before powering off has been added now into the India stable. So just check that before updating. Accounts and sync, Google is now at the bottom rather than being on the top, because you also have Google right over here. So yeah, doesn't really matter. You still have privacy, location right at the bottom. Location should be up, and there is no rubber band effect into the animations. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You still have your complete Gcam support. The Gcam support isn't been broken just by updating to the Android 11 base, so that's really neat from Xiaomi. You can still record stuff from the ultra wide lens. So yeah, Gcam is completely supported right over here. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the official update of K20 Pro Android 11 for India. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this helpful, please drop a like and see you guys in the next one. Peace.